We go back to crude oil. That is the driving force for the market. And above 115, anything above 115 is very, very bearish for stocks. And specifically, this is my opinion. I think, above certain prices, above 110, above 115 is more bearish. Above 120 is even more bearish. And definitely anything above 100 is bearish. But the day-to-day directional trend of oil is having what directional what's the directional trend and what direction is it moving, how is it moving on a day-to-day basis, has a more impact on stocks on a day-to-day basis than anything. So you look and see like where it was. Oil was at 115. It was before then. It peaked out at 113, almost 114. And when it backed off and went to 111, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so you have a big back off from for being at 116 down to close to 111. That's very bullish for stocks. But then you go from being at 111 up to 115. You have a 4 point move like that very quickly in a couple hours. That's bearish for stocks. That sets the bearish tone for stocks. So watching the tape action of crude oil and seeing how crude oil moves on a day-to-day basis gives a fantastic indication of what stocks do on a day-to-day basis. So looking at the market like this, it's very difficult to have any conviction of what's going to happen on a day-to-day basis, or trying to figure out what's going to happen, out a couple days or a couple weeks in the future. Right now, with this market, we can only look at how this market is moving on a day-to-day basis. And Apple is a perfect example of that. So, and with everything going on, we see the interest rates are up today. You can take a look at the 10-year is moving up at 4.35%. And the VIX is up today by volatility is up by 5% today. And they're buying volatility by buying call options in the VIX and probably buying put options in the SPX and the SPY as well, in the S&P 500, just to hedge everything. So no matter what's going on with everything that's happening, they are buying options, buying calls in the VIX, buying put options in the S&P,